both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Curry looking around. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
The 76ers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
The insanity, the pass to the problem. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Here's lights out. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. They get it again. Here's Jokic. The shot, no good. And here's New Orleans now, fresh from a win against Portland.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Curry passes to Jokic. Back to Curry. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Gas to lights out. Another three for Philadelphia.
We'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Jay. 17 points in his last outing.
Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Passes it to ABC. He kicks to AI. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's ABC. Pelicans pull it in.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
Now, here's AI. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Washington. Here's ABC, and there's a slam dunk to finish it off.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Jokic.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Insanity, guarded by Curry. And the basket by Jay.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's lights out, following the score by New Orleans. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Curry with the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
The monster. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And so here's New Orleans. 76ers getting the bucket. To the left side wing. Here's the franchise. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The franchise has got 5 points so far.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
1:52 left to play in the first. Here's ABC. 20 points for him last game against Washington.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic bringing it at the defensive end. Love seeing him get busy at that end of the floor.
Curry's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The franchise passes to Insanity. Got a hand on it. Outside Curry. Out to the wing. From about 19 feet, the 76ers with another miss.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Lights out. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
They grab their own miss. They get a hand on it. Here's Jay, guarded by Curry. 4 on the clock. Here's Jay, and it's sent back by Jokic. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. The doctors checked in for Jokic. The general comes in for ABC. The Prophets checked in for AI. And Jay subbed in for Stephen Curry. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Jay's checked in for the Monster. The franchise comes in for the Prophet. The Wizard is checked in for Jay. And Thunder subbed in for Insanity. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. 76ers ahead, up 3.
13.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Doctor out there with the general. Then there's Lights Out. Then there's Jay. And it's the Prophet in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Count it. And the 76ers lead as they cut to just 1 on the basket from Thunder.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's the Prophet. And there's the pass to Jay. A rebound by the franchise. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 47%, pretty solid. Pass to Thunder. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Jay misses. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Pelicans ball.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Sunday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Orlando Magic. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, that's going to be one where it will take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team. Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
ABC's checked in for Lights Out. Here's ABC. He has 7. Here's Jay. The 76ers again can't hit it.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now the 76ers on the break. The General can't get it to go. Record the last couple NBA seasons featuring 14 of the top 15 team offensive ratings in league history.
You know, I think that's testament to the skill level of the players. And certainly you hear some coaches talk about defense being legislated out of the game. It is an entertaining product. That's part of the drive for more offense. But I guess I could agree that there does need to be maybe a touch more balance and not so tilted toward the offense.
The franchise passes to the franchise. Pass to the franchise. New Orleans moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. The franchise can't hit. The 76ers trail by 3. Trying to end the drought. The General.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Thunder, 2 points. That one goes. Thunder's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Curry gets the bucket.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Thunder passes to the franchise. Here's Thunder. Passes it to the Wizard. Here's Thunder. Oh, good on the triple.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's deflected. Here's the franchise. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. The franchise has got 11.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
The Pelicans trail. Here's Thunder. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Getting their first strike of the season at this Pelicans team.
And taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it, winning both matchups last season.
Right you are. I mean, winning the games they were supposed to win. No doubt they'll look to continue that tonight.
And, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to hit the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Jokic comes in for the Doctor. And AI subbed in for the General. The Pelicans also changing it. The Prophets checked in for Jay. Jay comes in for the Wizard. And the franchise is subbed in for the franchise. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Lights out checked in for the 76ers. And the Pelicans also making a change. Insanity he's checked in for Thunder. The 76ers leading by 3 from the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Jay, the pass to the Prophet. Here's Jay. Plays it up and banks it in. Jay's got 6.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. From downtown, and he gets it back. AI left side. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. ABC's shot is good. ABC's got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Jay. 6 points for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
And they're getting to the line a lot this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Still Sixers ball.
9 seconds left in the first half. Throws it up high. That's tipped. They get it back. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even.
Score. Your Sixers. 34.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Their biggest lead in the first 5. And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. When you look at ABC in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So for New Orleans right now, the franchise is out there with Insanity. And there's the Monster. Then it's the Prophet, and it's the franchise in at the small forward.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The 76ers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first. The franchise is checked in for the franchise. And he makes both free throws.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Here's Insanity, guarded by Curry.
76ers foul.
Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good.
First team foul.
He hits both from the stripe. The 76ers leading by 3. The pass to Jokic. Back to Curry. Fires away from way outside. A rebound by the franchise. The Pelicans shooting here about 46% for the game. Here's Insanity, guarded by Curry. Pass to the franchise. Clock at 6. Here's Insanity, and he uses the glass on the wing. Insanity's got 4 points in the quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the 76ers call time here. The doctors checked in for the 76ers. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Philadelphia. The 76ers leading. On its way from Curry for 2. He drains the quick shot. Curry's got 13 points.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
The franchise can hit. Philadelphia's got the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Poke loose. The Prophet passes to the Monster. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's the franchise. Out left to the wing. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Kicks it to Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Now it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Off their last 5 baskets, 3
have been triple.
And it's in there.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to lights out.
Pelicans foul.
The 76ers have again missed a free throw. 5 for 5. And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Philadelphia. The generally's checked in for AI. And Jay subbed in for Stephen Curry. And then for New Orleans, Jay's checked in for the Prophet. The Wizard comes in for the franchise. And Thunder subbed in for Insanity. Here's Thunder. 6 points for him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Really out of the right play defensively. If he can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive season.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
The Wizard passes to the franchise. Here's Thunder. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And that one drops for him.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Here's lights out. They lead by 4. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. For New Orleans, they've gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. Thunder, lights out, grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Thunder.
2 minutes remaining.
He's got 8.
2 minutes.
And that one's good to go from Shea. Shea's got his first bucket of the night. 1:52 left to play in the third. Over to the wing. Here's lights out. Offline with his 3.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Passes to the franchise. For the tie, he nails it. And we're tied up.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like